is hard as hell. United, Tottenham, Arsenal. Watch my lips, and I will spell. Cause they don't just play, but they can rap as well. Liverpool FC.
My idea was to build Liverpool into a bastion.
To another episode of the Anfield South preview show. It's me, your boy, Slim, as always. Back at it. And I've been told we need to hurry up because someone's got a steak on the way, even though it's probably an Iceland steak that, you know, you put in the microwave.
Lies. Tesco's finest, fam.
Tesco's finest. What kind of steak is that, bro? If it's not Miller and Carter, I don't want to know about it, mate. Do you know what I mean?
What's all this free advertising, man? Unless they're on the show, allow it, man. Tesco's will do.
No, man. Listen, when I'm sponsored by Miller and Carter, yeah, you man are gonna know in it. Miller and Carter, you know what I'm saying? I'm here, I'm ready. Your steaks are the best. Just come get me. Anyway,
There you go.
Professor Paul in the building.
Yeah, evening, guys, evening.
What the hell are you wearing, man?
I've just come in from football. What was that? My snooze still on. I've just ran in. I saw Sam's WhatsApp. Guys, obviously, engineer Sam sets things up. We've got a little group. We've got a posse of people who want to jump on. But I think a lot of people are busy tonight, and I was at football with my kids, so I've just ran in. I'm going to keep it on. It's cozy.
We appreciate your commitment, Paul. We appreciate your commitment. Straight in and straight onto the pod. Love that, bro.
Loving your work. And of course, the man, the myth, the legend that is the right-hand man, the man all things would not be possible without my guy, engineer Sam, in the building as always.
Thank you. I'm here as always, present and correct. Can I just get some credit for that, even Slim? Every episode now. Every episode.
Well, it was touch and go, people. This guy was talking about emergencies, punches, might not make it. I don't know what I pay these guys for if they can't be here when I tell them to be here. But anyway, that's another story.
You got a puncher, mate?
Long story. Don't worry, Paul.
Oh, sorry, man.
Anyway, let's get down to the serious stuff of the game at the weekend. Fulham, Liverpool on Sunday. On paper, this one looks like a walkover, doesn't it, Paul?
What was City's result? Was it 2-0 or 3-0?
2-0.
2-0. Yeah, they're not scoring many goals, are they? I like Lookman. I don't like his penalties, but I like him as a. I like him. I remember him at the Blue Noses and at Charlton. You know, he's a South London lad. He's a good player. But apart from that, they just seem lightweight, don't they? They don't seem organised.
Yeah.
We might steamroll them, man.
I disagree with Fulham not looking organised. I don't think they look disorganised. I just don't think they have the class that's needed, the quality in their ranks that's needed to survive in the Premier League. I think Scotty Parker wants to play a kind of brand of football, and yeah, it's just not at the levels required to survive in the Premier League, if you ask me. I think their best striker, Mitrovic, he's been in and out for the most of the season. I mean, I'm not sure what his problem is because obviously I'm not a Fulham fan, but he's here one day, gone the next. So I don't think that's helped.
He's a big boy as well, isn't he? If he gets an injury,
yeah,
he's heavy set, isn't it?
The signing of the kid from Chelsea wasn't a bad signing, Loftus-Cheek.
Loftus-Cheek, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think he's getting many starts at Fulham.
So what is he literally on the bench then?
Most times he comes off the bench. Yeah.
Wow, that's mad.
Yeah, but in terms of Fulham, Sam, nothing to report really from their camp, is there?
No, I had a little look and they haven't got any injuries at all. They've got pretty much a full squad to choose from. Like you mentioned about Mitrovic, their top striker doesn't really start for them. He comes off the bench, as does Loftus-Cheek. So they may be looking to keep it tight and maybe snatch a little draw later on. But I do think they actually play decent football. I was watching them against City and they actually play nice football. It is very nice, though. It is very nice. And what you said, Paul, they're a nice team to watch. It's almost like they're like Leeds light. You know what I mean? Leeds play lovely football, but it's offensive and it's aggressive. So Fulham just play the ball around nice, and they let you play as well. So I imagine that they'll let us play, and it will be an attractive game to watch.
I wonder if Sorry, Sam, go on.
I was going to say to you, Paul, do you think it being a small ground and them having 2,000 fans in there, do you think it's going to make any difference?
Possibly, but I was just going back to just you sparked my memory when you said about nice, because I got a little anecdote about Scotty Parker, because when my son was at a pre-academy at Fulham, we met him, and it was just after my son got a card from Tottenham. So I stopped him. I went, "Oh, Scott, how you doing?" And he was really nice. "How you doing?" I told him what happened about Tottenham, and he looked at my son, took one look at him. He was quite a small boy. He was like, "Where do you live?" And I said, "Where I live." And he went, "Nah." And I was like, "What a nice guy." He looked at us like he thought of it as a parent. Do you know what I mean? He wasn't thinking like, the money machine of football. He was like as a parent. And I've got a feeling, I think he's too nice. I think he's just too nice. I've seen his interviews, and I think his team mirror him. They can't clear corners. I think we're going to steamroll them. I think we'll score 2 set pieces on Sunday. I think we'll score 2 headers, and I don't think the fans will make any difference. I don't think
Do
they'll
you know
make any
what?
difference.
That was only 2 minutes for an edit, so that was pretty decent. Normally you go on for ages, so
That was
respect for that.
That was a good length of time.
That was only 2 minutes, man. That was decent.
I only saw one of your eyelids fall. Right?
No, Scotty Parker, I don't know. I've never met him. Don't know him. Maybe he's a bit too much of a nice guy. I can respect, like I said, he wants to play football. But I think when you just come up from the Championship, I think you have to play pragmatic football, practical football, and survive. And I think any hint of playing football is just not going to work for a newly promoted club, in my opinion. You look at the likes of Sheffield United, the way they were just solid and kept it basic, and they managed to survive. And now in their second season, they're trying to expand a bit. That's how I believe Scott Parker should have gone forward. But yeah, like we've been saying, I think if they play how they have been playing, I mean, they shipped, what was it, 4 to Everton at home the other day, was it like 4-3 or something like that was when they played? But yeah, it could be problems on paper. But to Liverpool, what's the squad looking like at the moment? I'm hearing there's a few players back, couple of doubts. What's the deal, Sam?
In the presser today, Klopp did say that Alisson was training with the team. So if he gets through the training session, he's going to start tomorrow, Sunday, which is a boost. Ox is training with the team, so he should make the bench. Cater obviously played in midweek, so he should be on the bench. We're actually starting to get players back and have a few options. So, I think we're in good shape. I suppose the only
have players
concern
in the squad.
Say that again.
It's a good point. It's a good point. I mean,
What
people are coming back.
I didn't hear you. More the people are coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
just
it
saying
could be a
that
point
we will have
whereby
people.
some midfielders are not going to get in the squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to see some of the players.
It's nice to see.
Yeah. Trent got some good minutes in midweek, didn't he, against Midtjylland? Yeah, so it's nice. So if Alisson's fit, Paul, does he go straight back in goal?
Yeah, I mean, again, like I've given up trying to play medical doctor with picking our teams, because they know what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I would say possibly, maybe not. I don't know, because I don't, because is he injury prone? Slim, what's going on? Like,
oh, what, Paul? I'm so glad you said that, because that is the question I'm going to ask, but that's a question that we're going to answer on the pod. So on the actual podcast, we're not for the preview show, but that is a good question. Is he injury prone? And guys, if you tune into the podcast, you'll get the answer to that question. Well, our opinions on that question. But yeah, that is a very good question. But Sam, would you throw him straight back in?
Do you know what? I actually wouldn't. In this game, I feel like we've got a little bit of continuity with Kelleher. He's still confident. The defense is protecting him really, really well. We don't have to rush Alisson back. But also in saying that, I prefer him to get some game time before the Spurs game, because he's going to start for that. So with that in mind, I imagine Klopp will start him, but I don't think it's a given to say that he's going to start.
Because this is one of those games where you could keep Kelleher in goal because you're not expecting to face that much problem from Fulham.
Yeah.
But then it's a good game for Alisson to find his feet again, given the fact that we got a Spurs game. So yeah, it's a little bit of a decision for Klopp, but I'm sure most people will think Alisson's going to go straight back in. I also heard Diogo Jota took a knock midweek, so he's a doubt for the weekend. Big miss.
Okay. Yeah, because I was gonna say I was waiting for you to ask who's gonna be the front three this time. Because we're a new game. We actually got options, you know what I mean? So it can't be that. I mean, did he come off? He came off, didn't he?
He did.
Because I saw it was in a break, and one of the dudes kicked his foot, didn't they?
Yeah.
Hopefully he makes the bench anyway. Hopefully, because it's nice to have those options. You know what I mean? But yeah, I guess he'd go for the front three again.
I guess it would be the fact.
Yeah. Even if Jota didn't get injured, I've got a feeling. I don't know. I just got a feeling like Klopp would be like, you know, any excuse to play my front three. He's a loyal guy. And when Jota, who's been a superstar, had the slightest dip in form, he was out quick, boy. He was like on the bench. You wouldn't think he scored like 11 goals.
Yeah, it's a shame that Jota's might not possibly start, because I think this arguably could be a game for all four of them starting. I think you start all four, just send Fulham into another dimension, and
That's a good point.
Make substitutions. I mean, do they cope? The Fulham cope with all four of them on the pitch? Probably not. But be interesting to see if Jota's fit enough. We never know. We don't know. By this time Sunday, he could be fit, and he could start. There's still another training session, if not two, maybe before the game. So interesting to see.
Do you not think he might be held back a bit, just with Spurs in mind? Because obviously it's a late Sunday night game. We've got 2 days. Maybe holding back and just leave him on the bench. He can get some minutes, but I don't think all four of them need to start in this game. We shouldn't really need to start all of them.
No, I agree with you. They don't need to start at all. But, you know, if they did start, you know, find a bit of rhythm before the Spurs game, do you know what I mean? Not that they necessarily need it, but that's just my thinking. I just feel like when you have a game that you should win and dominate, it's the time to get the morale up. Anyone that's low on confidence, you know, whatever, this is the time that you want them to get a goal, that good assist, great performance. Do you know what I mean? Just that morale boosting situation. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, boys. Is there anything else I want to say before I wrap this up? No, I think that's it. That time, going to ask you score predictions, man. Going to come to you, Professor Snood Paul.
4-1 or 1-4.
Okay, decent. Engineer Sam?
I'm going for 0-3, open game. Only 1-0 at half time, and Mane gets 2 in the second half.
Right, you go.
Specifics, yeah.
Well, do you know what? I hope you're right, because I've captained Mane in fantasy football, so that'll be some nice points for me. So I hope you're right. I'm going to go the same as well. I'm going to go 0-3 as well. I think it'll be 0-3. I think it'll be comfortable, to be honest with you. I don't think it'll be too stressy. You know, pretty straightforward.
That'd be nice for a Sunday afternoon, man. A stress-free game and another clean sheet. Love a clean sheet.
Yeah. I think definitely. Just right before the Spurs game. Just quickly before I go, Palace play Spurs this weekend. Do you think Palace can nick a point? They're at home as well, Palace.
Oh yeah, that's an interesting game, you know, because Palace do not go at anybody. They sit off and play on the break. And Spurs want people to come onto them so Kane can drop deep and they can make that third man run and do the same shit they've been doing every single game. So, I don't know, are they playing before us or after us?
You know what? I'll have a look right this second.
I like the boy, is it Eze?
Yeah, he looks
I
impressive.
saw him at QPR. He's got a stature about him. He looks quite tall, and he's playing from deep, isn't he? He's a good player.
Yeah, and he can kind of come from. He kind of comes off of the left a little bit, but he kind of drifts to central, and he's very quick and direct with the ball. They played before us, so we'll know if Spurs drop points before we play.
Worth a watch. Definitely worth a watch.
Interesting. Let's see how brave Jose is, because on paper that's a game they should win. But do they dare actually go at a team that are very, very good on the break? So, well, yeah, good watch, man. Good watch.
It's going to be interesting. All right, then, guys. Cool. Let's wrap this up, man. Short, sharp, and sweet. People, like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Comments. We're open to all of that. Don't forget, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, all that nice stuff. Yeah. The boy Slim, as always. Paul in the building.
Take it easy, guys.
And of course, engineer Sam.
Thanks for watching, people. Till next time.
Yeah, man. Until the next time, guys.
Yeah, until next time. Peace.